Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Big Love, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I am going to share to you the 6 effective strategies I use to tackle tough days, just like everybody else in this planet. Just so you know, we do face challenging days when everything feels overwhelming and it seems like nothing is going right. For different reasons, though, it could be due to work stress, personal setbacks, breakups, misunderstanding, being misunderstood, or it could be because of your hormones, for women. It also happens to me. Or simply an off day for you. This is just your day, your bad day, quote unquote. Learning to manage and solve these bad days is essential for maintaining a good state of mind. While everyone has their unique approach to handling difficult moments, in this episode, I'll share 6 effective strategies which I personally use to face these tough times. Just like everyone else, just like you, me, how you manage, how you cope up. I'll just share these tips because this aren't just for me. They could work for anyone looking to bounce back from a bad day. Now look, I am not a perfect person because I do have triggers just like everybody else. It could be stress, it could be people, situation, unexpected happenings which get off my nerve or my hormones. My hormones get triggered too. As a woman, women can only understand it. Or it could be, certain situations which are out of my control, but I'm trying to control it. Those were the days and times wherein I need to go back to myself. Now, whenever I get triggered, my pattern is I keep quiet. I keep my mouth shut for a minute or 2 minutes. I try to really stop the crazy energy inside me. I try to talk a little bit, just try to stop myself. And then I bring myself out. I pull myself out from the situation for 2 to 5 minutes. 5 minutes is needed if I'm totally uh, like bursting with anger. I need to pull myself out from the situation, but that wouldn't take long though. I need to pull myself out from the situation so that I can stop myself to start a fight. I am a tiny woman, but I'm such a fighter though. I fight like there's a street fighter. But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that kind of person anymore. That's the reason why I need to pull out myself into a corner or a room where I can tap my shoulder, tap my body, my tummy, anywhere to divert that crazy energy in me. And then I talk to myself. That's my pattern. 3, 3 steps. I talk to myself, and as I talk, I keep quiet to bring myself into number 1, mindfulness. Mindfulness and deep breathing. Like this, the way I do that. When I'm anxious, I also do this. I need to release the energy, the crazy energy. When I'm upset, when I'm anxious, that's what I do. In some corner or some room. If I'm really angry though, I talk to the wall. I'd rather give out to the wall rather than, you know, hurting the person. I'd rather cuss to the wall rather than to the person. But that only happens rarely this time. But when I was younger, though, it happens a lot that I give out to the wall. This time, I talk to myself. And I just need to bring myself, get my act together with mindfulness. Mindfulness doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be somewhere else and meditate. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment, which includes your thoughts, feelings, and the world around you. You can also do mindfulness through doing your routines like journaling, gardening, painting, working out, anything that helps you focus on the present moment, like you are in the now. When you garden, this is not automatic. You have to pull out the weeds. You are there while you're doing the thing. This is not, like what you do in the office, that you need to get the paper and sign this and give it to secretary or whatever you do. As the details of the client, everything is automatic. But with mindfulness, it means you reflect on what the heck is happening in you, your thoughts, your outburst feelings, and the world around you, the vibration, the the vibe of the people around you, with matching deep breathing. So that's what I do. The number one is practice mindfulness and deep breathing. I do this with my shaking hands when I feel nervous, when I feel upset, or I tap my shoulder with deep breathing. Now, deep breathing can lower your cortisol level and create a sense of calmness. Now, once again, even though I avoid the situation or the person in a small period of time, a teeny tiny period of time, I talk less. And then I come back to the person sometimes with apology, with explanation. I try to, you know, reconcile, to make it up to the person who triggered me. I try to be a good person when I come back after pulling out myself from the situation. So, yeah, as much as possible, I don't want to start a fight, just like everybody else. Peace, man, peace on earth. Since I'm grown up now, there's no sense of fighting for this world to be mine. Everybody has the privilege to live the way they want to. That's what I believe. Respect. And the second thing I do to really handle the tough days when I'm really stressed at work, there's a lot of things I cannot control at work. Sometimes I need to let things pass by itself. And I don't want to carry it at home. And even when I wake up, though, I still feel the bad vibe from what I got from work or from somewhere else. It could be from another person, or terrible happened. When I went to this place, I want to get over it. So the second thing that I do is exercise and, quote unquote, take a walk strategy. Now, physical activity, even short walk, boosts endorphins. Endorphins are the happy hormones in the body, the body's natural mood enhancer. So when I'm gonna share you my experience when I actually just walk in the beach on the beach side. An hour ago, before sitting down here and giving out to you this episode. So what really happens is when you walk outside for a short walk, be 20 to 30 minutes, because I got a teeny tiny steps. When I walk on the beach side, though, I can feel the breeze, the fresh air, the coldness. I can feel the goodness of the nature. I can give thanks to God that I'm alive. I have better perspectives coming into my head, and I can feel the world with my senses, the breeze on my skin. I am totally present when I walk on the beach side. Even when I work out, I feel where's the pain, the target muscle. I am here. I am there, 100%, mind, body, and soul. So that's the point of it. I do this activity, short walk and exercise. It's because this is one way for me to forget about the stress from work, from the past situations, terrible situations that upset me. I bring back my mind in the now. It's like an exercise too in the mind, rather than thinking about what's the past and what's going to stress me out tomorrow, because there could be uh, It could be there could be an exam tomorrow, a seminar, or an inspection for the standards. So that's one way for me to bring back my body, mind, and spirit, all of my senses by means of short walk and exercise. Like I'm here, I'm at home, I am present here. So that's the second strategy: exercise and take a short walk. Number three is this is one of the key point: focus on what you can control. So I quote unquote say this to myself: focus on what you can control and focus on what you can control. That is why, after getting triggered, it's important to me to reconcile to the person, to the other party about what happened so that I can be at ease and so as them. These people. Like let's stop the fight. Let's understand each other. Let's make peace. Let's get into peace. Even even to the point that I must apologize to, for the sake of world peace. Because I am the only one I can control. Even to the point that, I keep giving apology until I'm done, I'm gone. I can't take it anymore. But as much as possible though, keep the relationship and the respect. Whether, you like it or not, if whether you like the person or not, keep the peace and respect on your relationship. Redirecting your focus or to what you can change, like your actions, your responses, and mindset, can lead you to a better emotional outcomes. Now, I have personally applied this and it works for me because it doesn't only give peace to the other party, it it eased the pain in my heart that I can go home, after I've really tried to, settle the issue, and all I have to do when I get home is to rest, journal. So that's one way for me to practice mindfulness and reflect what I have learned, what what can I do so that it won't happen again. Focus on what you can control. That's what I say to myself. Focus on what you can control. Now the problem about this is that focus on what I can control. When I encounter those people, now take note, those people who never take responsibility of their shitty actions. Now, this is the problem. It will also make you feel shitty too, just like what happened to me. So, in some point in my life, I've also encountered those people who never take responsibility of their actions, who never apologize. Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, Miss Right, everything is right for them. Now, again, I've got to remind myself, although I got hurt, I got triggered, and there's nothing I can do about it. Now, let me tell myself again, focus on what you can control. It means that even though I got hurt by this person, I got triggered by this person, for whether it's my fault or not, there's nothing I can do about it but to just get over the feeling. Focus on what you can control. You don't need to get an apology to anyone, especially to those people who never take, who's never accountable of their own actions, even to the point of, they know already that they hurt somebody. These people do exist. I'm not saying that the narcissist, we all have the a certain fraction in our personality as being narcissists, but there I'm telling you, people who's not accountable of their actions, they could be the worst one though to be with. And since I got triggered by these people, I just get over my feeling and stay away. I stay away from these people because there's no point in building relationship with this kind of people who always wants to be right, who No point. There's no give and take, no value. So stay away. So that's the one thing I can control. Focus on what you can control. Now, the fourth strategy, my favorite, rest. Sometimes the best way to handle a tough day is to give yourself a break. My favorite thing, rest, or anything that doesn't require me to think. Maybe scrolling on the phone for like 10 minutes or 25 minutes. Give myself a break not to think. That's also one way for me to not to think, to give myself a break. Stop thinking. That's already a rest for me. Scrolling, like entertainment, but not for the entire day though. That's a different story. So rest, it could be going to the gym and enjoy the spa. Enjoy the sauna, the jacuzzi, rest. Come on. Rest your body. Rest and recharge without guilt, you know, to prevent burnout. And that keeps me stronger every time I return to to work or wherever is that at home. That makes me a better person, stronger and better. Now, the fifth strategy is, of course, this is another key point. Connect connect to the people whom you can trust. It could be, you could talk to a friend, just like I do. I talk to those people whom I consider much mature than me, smarter than me. Those people have encountered the same problems that I have right now. Like for example, I have a problem right now, and I need different options on how to solve this problem. So I talk to those people who have experienced the same experiences before. I talk to my dad. I talk to some of my colleagues. You know, this this method, call a friend method, provide me with a fresh perspectives, even emotional support. Social connections are essential for coping with stress, offering emotional validation, and get some potential solutions of your problem. So, yeah, most of the time when I can't take it anymore, I share it to my partner, to my best friend, to my dad, and some of my colleagues whom I consider more mature, smarter than I. So that's the fifth strategy. And lastly, I practice gratitude. Every morning, I have where's my 10 things to be thankful for. It's all written here in this piece of paper. I recite this every day. When I wake up in the morning and before going to bed, I have 10 things to be thankful for. Gratitude. Even though, you know, before I had already stated my gratitude for the day and I go to work and I got stressed out, I still do recite my, the top 10 things I'm thankful for every day. I practice gratitude. It's way easier to focus on what really, what you have rather than the things that you don't have. You know, shifting your focus to things you're grateful for can change your mindset from from negative to positive, because you know when you think about the things that you're happy about, things that you have, it will make you it makes you proud though. It will also make you proud, of course, like little things. Even being thankful about this new table that I have from Amazon, and being grateful for the work that I have, because I can able to buy the things that I want, which I thought it wouldn't happen to me when I was young. My We were struggling financially when I was young, when I was a kid. So now it makes sense. So those improvements and the sacrifices of my dad finally made sense. So I'm grateful for that. And money can't buy that. Those are personal experience. And I'm not the only one who has personal experience. You too, the rest of you. So be grateful about the things that you have. It's the good start of the day. Bad days are inevitable though. You'll never know when is your lucky day. It happens to me, it happens to you, it even happens to the saints, to Jesus. It happens. But how we respond to them can make all the difference. Remember, you are not alone. Everyone has to face difficult times in some point in our lives so that we can at least we can grow. It's an opportunity for us to learn. That's why we get better, you and me. With the right approach, you can build resilience and come out stronger. Just like I. I am not perfectly stronger, but I get my act together every time I get a chance so that I come back stronger and stronger and stronger. And I do understand. The catch is this is lifetime. Life is like a school, You and there's no way that you're gonna be you're gonna be what kicked out from this school, life school. But this is lifetime learning, lifetime schooling. Nobody can get away from life, so we gotta deal with it. It is what it is. Now I hope you learned something from the episode today. And if you ever love this content, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even Amazon Podcasts. Reinforce me, Club. And by the way, your fellow positive reinforcer, I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thanks once again.